We are in the attention economy. What does that mean? That means our attention is being stolen from us. Okay? Attention economy. Companies are spending millions of dollars to grab your attention, to grab my attention. How? Through our phones. That's one of the most predominant ways that they're trying to do that. So the idea is the more they can get us distracted, the more we can stay on these different social media platforms, right? The more they can charge for their advertising, right? And plus, they eventually want to get into our pockets by keeping us on there, and then other companies advertise on there, and you guys know what it's all about. So we may own our phones, but really we are just little products of a bigger economy, this attention economy. You know, by us buying the phones and engaging in the phones, we're sitting ducks. We're sitting ducks for the strategy there, and it's all based on psychology and addicting us to our phones. You know, people get on their phones on average over 2,000 times a day. Millennials, I think they're saying, is even twice as much. It's crazy. And you know, the sad part is, and I think it's true if you really think about it, these phones and these distractions are taking us away from our spiritual selves. For me, it's God. For you, you know, whatever the spiritual self may be. The time that we're spending there is distracting us. It's distracting us. It's not letting us focus. And most of the time, our spiritual life is what suffers with that. Do you know that executives in Silicon Valley, they are spending big bucks to send their kids to schools that don't allow cell phones? What do you think about that? The ones that know what's going on are actually not allowing their kids to go down that path. Okay, so just think about it. Entertainment, sex, busyness, they're all things that the phone uses, that these companies use to try to get you addicted. There's this relentless pull on your time, on my time. So I'm reading a book now that's talking all about this stuff, and it's just fascinating. And one of the things the author suggested is go 24 hours without your phone. Just go 24 hours. Because his contention is everybody's addicted in some amount, some way. So just give it. I just did it over the weekend. It was fascinating. So I think, you know, according to Alana and her kids, I'm probably less addicted than most people. And by going 24 hours, you can kind of see. So I wanted to see how addicted I was. And that's all it'll tell you. I think we're all addicted to a certain extent. Me with Google Maps, if I've got to go somewhere, because I'm in a relatively new area for me. You know, so that's one of the first things I was like, wow, I have to overcome this. So really interesting stuff. I'm going to talk some more about this coming up. So stay tuned.